Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. How do I do it? Now I have these 5 tips for you using straws. They are quite useful, easy and practically spend nothing when making them because they are very cheap. I'm using standard size ones, but you can get bigger or more decorated ones. Well, that's up to you. I'm sure that at least some of them will serve you well. So let's see what they are. Do you have vegetables or fruit that you already chopped and have leftovers, or are you going to send them to your children for lunch or for yourself at work? The most logical thing is to put them in a resealable bag or container and carry them with you. But despite that they rust or wait for what they stored in it, this has a very easy remedy. We just seal the bag almost completely but leave a small free space for our straw to fit. Once it is inside, we just suck out all the air we can, and once we see that we have almost completely removed the air, we take out the straw and finish sealing the bag. This way they will have their food vacuum sealed without having to buy a very expensive machine to do so. Now everything you put in it will last longer, fresh and as it should be. I know that many women will identify with this problem, since when trying to find and take out one of their necklaces, everything is tangled with their bracelets, earrings, etc., and that is quite frustrating. But not if they keep them this way. Once they have their necklace free, they cut a straw about half its length and then insert it from one end to go through it completely. Once it has come out, just fasten it as if you were going to put it on, and now you can put it in your drawer or hang it along with others you have, and it won't get tangled at all. This is where you can buy decorated straws to give them your personal touch or to identify them by color or pattern, and it will look more or less like the one I show you on the screen. Do we have a bag of potatoes that has already been opened but still has a little left over and we don't want them to all become watery? But don't we have clamps to seal them? Don't worry, just take a straw and cut it lengthwise with scissors as you can see in the video. Once cut, we take another straw and put it on one of the sides of the bag and fold it so that it remains this way. Now we grab the straw that we cut and just slide it over the bag where the other straw is located, as seen on the screen. In the end it should be completely sealed, and your potatoes or something else that is in the bag will be perfectly airtight. And they will last longer and remain fresh and crispy in the case of potatoes. Are you going on a trip or camping but you are only going for a day or two and you don't want to carry many things such as your cream, paste or any other liquid product you use? Just grab a straw and cut it to more or less the size you want to carry with the already cut liquid. We take some tweezers and squeeze one of the ends, leaving a little of the straw outside. We take a lighter and burn that entire part, and then we just use the tweezers and press hard so that it is completely sealed, just as I show you on the screen. Now we just take our bottle or tube of whatever we want to carry and very carefully empty the contents into the straw that we seal. Once we have put the amount we want, just remember to leave a space to seal it. We take the pliers again and grab the other end and squeeze it in the same way as the other side. And we pass the lighter again to seal it. Once finished it should look more or less as follows. And since you want to use it, just cut it with scissors or a knife and take out the content you need. It is ideal for short trips and so we don't carry so many bottles. The holidays are coming and you don't know what to do with the children to entertain them. Why not do an activity to involve them and so they won't spend almost anything? Take a straw and grab a sheet of paper, preferably recycled, and cut 2 strips of the same length and width. Once you have them, just cut a piece of one of them as seen in the video. Now take the paper and make it into a cylinder and tape it together. Do the same with the shorter piece of leaf and you should have 2 cylinders of different sizes, like the ones I have. Now take a straw and stick it on one edge of the larger cylinder and the other end on the other, smaller cylinder. Once they finish it they should have a plane with the following shape. Now all that remains is to test it, and as you can see, it flies very well. I know that their children, nephews and grandchildren are going to love them, and that way they will be able to entertain them for a long time since they are going to make them themselves. There you have 5 tips where you can give a different use to those straws that we then have thrown away and that we don't even use them for the same reason. I know that at least some of these tips will be very useful to you, or maybe you know someone who will be very useful to you. So share it with that person so we all know there is more than one way to use these straws. As you already know, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share with all your family, friends and acquaintances. Thank you for watching and I hope you liked these tips. As always, see you in the next videos. Thank you.